Indeed, faith is seeing light in your heart when all your eyes can see is darkness. Your situation might seem impossible, but I tell you, if you can believe in your heart, anything is possible. On that note, I welcome you to today's edition of Prime Sports, and my name is Solomon Edivri. Definitely a great show we have ahead of us on today's edition, but first, we go straight to our news desk for the latest happenings in the world of sports.
World Taekwondo has confirmed that its case against Nigeria Olympic medalist Chika Chukwumerije has been closed after he quit the sport. The 38-year-old winner of a bronze medal in the men's heavyweight division at Beijing 2008 was accused of assaulting female athletes. Chukwumerije, who was the technical director of the Nigerian Taekwondo Federation, denies the allegations, but he was ordered to undertake safeguarding education by a recognized and approved institution or program after investigation by the World Taekwondo Integrity Committee. In May, Chukwumerije had a libel case over claims against him thrown out in Nigeria's court, but his decision to leave the sport to focus on a career in engineering means he is no longer under the World Taekwondo's jurisdiction. On his favorite course in the world, when the 150th Open is staged in Scotland next July. The 45-year-old, who won 2 of his 3 Opens on the old course, faces a race to be fit after sustaining serious injuries in a car crash last February. Although Tiger Woods has stated his desire to be in Scotland next year, it is not certain he will be able to return to competitive golf. Woods is now able to hit golf
and Bede for the lead. Simmons the tip. Did it come before the expiration of time?
Philadelphia superstar Ben Simmons has informed the 76ers that he wants a trade and will not report for training camp this month. The Minnesota Timberwolves are rumored to be interested in the Defensive Player of the Year runner-up, although Philadelphia's asking price remains very high. Toronto Raptors have also joined the race as the 76ers want to bring in Damian Lillard from the Portland Trail Blazers. Simmons and the 76ers have appeared to be heading for a bitter pattern since the Philadelphia 76ers were knocked out of the Eastern Conference semi-finals in June, and Simmons received blame from coach Doc Rivers and star teammate Joel Embiid.
Dribbled off of his foot, it's picked up by the Sixers. Simmons, beautiful finish off the line. Wide ball turnover.
Is Dumona. Oh!
The International Federation of Football History and Statistics has voted Super Falcons star Chiamaka Nnadozie the joint 7th women's best goalkeeper in the world in 2021. There was a 3-way tie for the 7th position, with Chelsea goalkeeper Anne Catherine Berger and Manchester City goalkeeper Elil Riobok also accumulating 5 points in the poll. The women's world best goalkeeper in 2021 is Lyon's Christine Endler with 110 points, while Barcelona's Sandra Panos finished with 100 points in second place. A product of Rivers Angels, Nnadozie switched to French side Paris FC in 2020 after starting at the 2019 World Cup, where he became the youngest goalkeeper to keep a clean sheet at the tournament. This season, Nnadozie has kept 5 clean sheets in 9 games so far in the French Feminine League.
Some last-ditch defending helped Nigeria, and some fantastic goalkeeping as well. Nnadozie called into action.
It's lights out, away we go. Verstappen gets an awful start. He's already been bypassed by the 2 Mercedes, Norris and right.
Max Verstappen has admitted Mercedes has a better car this season, but he will have to give its best this weekend in Saudi Arabia. Red Bull's Max Verstappen leads Mercedes Lewis Hamilton by 8 points on the driver's standings. Verstappen has the advantage by points and he can become champion this weekend if results go his way. But the Dutch driver has admitted that it will be down to mistakes from the Mercedes team for him to win the Drivers' Championship this season. When asked if he would leave Red Bull anytime soon, Max Verstappen said Formula 1 is moving to another era in the coming season and he believes Red Bull is better prepared for the change, so he will stay with the team.
Max Verstappen wins a Formula 1 Grand Prix, wins the Spanish Grand Prix, and is the youngest driver ever.
The theatre in Paris, France was the venue as we witnessed the Argentine and Paris Saint-Germain forward Lionel Messi win his 7th Ballon d'Or award. Many believe it should have been Robert Lewandowski, but well, to shed more light on the awards, we have one of Nigeria's youngest and brightest sport journalists having a back-to-back appearance on the show. We have him again, John Ojetunde. It was a fantastic pleasure having you here.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to be here once again. Like you said, back-to-back.
Back-to-back, yeah.
Fantastic subject of discourse, just like you mentioned it. And we can't wait to dive into it.
So let's dive into it straight. We start from I know everybody wants to talk about Lionel Messi. We'll get to that. Let's start with the Young Players Award. Pedri, definitely it's been a fantastic 2021 for that young man.
Yeah, you can say that again because coming into the Euros for Pedri, before then he did a fantastic job at Barcelona, and you can imagine that young player, getting giant stride, especially when it comes to manning the midfield and his vision for passes, runnings behind. I mean, you can't say less, for that young man. Having that award, I think it makes absolute sense, for Pedri, to have bagged that award as the youngest player. And just tells you that the La Masia is not completely dead like some people think, because over the past few years, players churned out from La Masia has not really hit the ground running. But then again for Pedri, and they also not just Pedri, the Ansu Fatis of this world, the Gavis, you can begin to mention names on and on. It just tells you that the La Masia is still one of the best academy, that produces fantastic players over the years. So I think the award, he is quite deserving of the award. It just shows that the young man will grow from strength to strength. And I heard that he signed a new contract, and the release clause is quite amazing. For anyone to get that young man, they have to pay over the odds to get him signed.
Interesting. He's talking about Barcelona so well. We come to the Ballon d'Or Feminine, talking about the ladies' version of it, and it was dominated by a lot of Barcelona players, but eventually the captain won it. Alexa Putellas, a treble-winning season for Barcelona, the league, the cup, and the Champions League. Definitely deserved for the captain.
Exactly, because you saw what the Barcelona women did last season. They dominated the entire Europe.
Yes.
You saw the Champions League final, and don't forget our own as well. Also, contributing our own quota into ensuring that the Barcelona women, win that domestic treble, domestic competitions as well as European champions. So I think it's really good. And Alexa, fantastic player. I mean, I touch on the ball. You need to see the way she holds on to the ball, not just that, and the way she galvanizes the team in terms of leadership. Football sometimes people think it's just about the general all-round play. You need to also look at the leadership role she's played into ensuring that the Barcelona women eventually become European champions, and they also the ability to win the championships in the Spanish La Liga. It just tells you a lot that this their season. Remember, Barcelona women over the past few years have not they've not really hit the ground running. Let me use that word, because there were times that it's been dominated by other teams. But last season, they did a fantastic job. They were flawless. They took out teams very seamlessly, and for Alexia to have won it, I think she's quite deserving of the award, because if you see what she's done over the years to ensuring that they get to this stage where they are, you really can't say less of that young woman, knowing full well that the way Diaz team is going, they might still dominate in the next few years, and it only takes a captain who has got vision to do that.
Talking about someone that has vision, I have to talk about Gigi Donnarumma, because he was in the running for the major Ballon d'Or, but eventually he got the award for the best goalkeeper in the world. I want to come to you, John Ojetunde, because in this particular category we had the likes of Ederson, Edward Mendy, and Oblak, but eventually Donnarumma came up top. Remember, he was fantastic at the Euros.
Yeah, you mentioned Ederson.
I have to mention Ederson.
Exactly. Yeah, of course. I mean, Donnarumma, like I said, quite deserving of the award because you saw his exploits at the Euros. I mean, it was one of the reasons Italy, got into the finals.
Penalty saves.
Yes, and eventually won it. There is no doubt, as regards whether Donnarumma won. Although, I would also place Mendy in that category because Mendy came in last season and did a fantastic job for Chelsea, leading up to that running into the final.
Yeah.
Mendy made fantastic saves. Saves that ordinarily you would think the balls had gone into the net, but Mendy just find a way, to get Chelsea and keep them in the game. Yeah, some people criticize that he's not really good at his feet, but then again, the major role of a goalkeeper is to actually save.
Yeah,
and Donnarumma, after that season where he made exploits, for Italy, he went to PSG. It only takes exploits like that to get you to a better club like PSG, who are willing to pay for your services. So Donnarumma, yeah, he deserved that award 100%. But if Mendy had also been put in that light, I think Mendy also deserved that. So for me, I think the two of them, put them apart. Mendy could have won it, Donnarumma could have done as well.
Interesting. I like the way he's ending this one because we are moving to the very controversial one now. The major Ballon D'or, instead of talking about the men, Lionel Messi emerging with his 7th Ballon d'Or award. Interesting. The top 3 as we have it, it was Lionel Messi, Robert Lewandowski, and eventually Jorginho.
I'll take you back to that season where Schneider was supposed to win after that World Cup, where Schneider was supposed to emerge, as the Ballon d'Or winner. He finished third, and Lionel Messi, controversy that year. Now this same year again, under controversy, I was quite disappointed.
Why is it a controversy for you? Why was it a controversy?
Because the truth is, Lionel Messi at Barcelona, didn't really produce a lot.
But they won the Copa del Rey.
Oh, come on. Copa del Rey is not. You can't.
He eventually went on to win the Copa America.
Yeah, you can't. No, listen. You can't compare the Copa del Rey to the Spanish, even the Spanish La Liga. Not to even talk of the Champions League. Yeah, you won the Copa. See, the truth is that it's quite sentimental because Messi has not won it. He had never won it before, and so he won it. And of course, he had some man of the match performance.
He won it with as the top scorer, 4 goals, top assist, 5 assists in the tournament.
He had some man of the match performances, fantastic one. But then again, denying Lewandowski for me is just is something that I've thought over the years that if Messi got this one, definitely I feel that they've not really done enough in terms of justice to have given it to Lewandowski. Lewandowski has been there in and out. The stats are there. Lewandowski, I remember that season when Bayern won, the treble. Lewandowski was the only player. I think yes, we ran Cruyff. He was the only player that won the treble and was the highest goal scorer in all those competitions. The stats are quite staggering. He scored over 290 goals, in the Bundesliga. Just some few goals, not few. Some goals, behind Jared Muller, who has scored about 365 for thereabout. And that just tells you that the man has been growing in season. Look at in the Bundesliga in the past 6 seasons, he has become the highest goal scorer. What else do you really want from this young man? No, seriously, what else? In terms of goals, he delivers the goals for you. But then again, he's been denied again this season. And Lionel Messi should be told. This is one award that if you go on social media, a lot of people have talked about it. It's time they need to break that hegemony between Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. We want a different winner this year. Not just a different winner because they've been winning, but someone who has proven over time that he can actually break, that barrier of Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo.
Now, as we go, we were about to round up. As we go, let's round up with this. Awards, eventually, is it usually on merit or majorly based on sentiments? Because they are being voted for, and to an extent, it could be sentiment.
Yes. Let me quickly give you an example before I go into that. I listened to a particular interview where Ifeanyi Udeze was asked about voting for captains and voting for awards, and he said that sometimes most of the players vote for who they like. Most times, he said so sometimes they don't even like maybe your character. They might not even vote for you. They just speak based on who they like. I remember even the issue of captaincy at Manchester City season. De Bruyne was voted out as one of their captains, and I think one other person like that. So the players just decide who they vote for. And so coming to the Ballon d'Or, over time, that Lionel Messi seems to be like
everybody's
coaches
love,
So sometimes award does not really state. Yeah, his awards are good. Sometimes some people get those awards and they are deserving
on merit.
They are merited. I mean, they merit it. While some, at the end of the day, it's just based on sentiments. But this one, I quite disagree with whoever organized the award.
Interesting one, John Ojetunde, but we have to go. Thank you very much for coming on today's edition.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Interesting, and I have to say Merry Christmas in advance.
Yeah. I mean, it's festive season, and we are really looking forward to it. And we've got a date in Egypt.
Interesting one. Thank you very much, John Ojetunde. He's definitely ready for Christmas.
Yeah.
Me, I'm still preparing for the show. There's still more to come on today's edition of Prime Sports. All you need to do is stay tuned. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back on Prime Sports today. As we go on today's edition of the show, remember, you can make the impossible happen. All you need to do is believe and have faith. If you've enjoyed what we served you on today's edition of Prime Sport, join us same time next week for what I believe is your #1 sports show on TV. Our social media platforms are right there on your screen. Follow, drop your comments, drop your suggestions, and be a part of the Prime Sport family. My name is Solomon Ejivri. From all of us here, we say to you, Merry Christmas in advance, and God bless you for watching.